How to check for hidden data and accessibility in Word 365. Hi everyone, it's Deborah, and today I'm going to show you how to check for hidden data and accessibility in a Word 365 document. Okay, first of all, what you have to do is go to the File tab in the upper left corner, click File, and then click Info. When you do that, you'll see several different buttons that do different things, and the one we want is right here, Inspect Document. Okay, so we're going to click that first. And when you do that, you get a shortcut menu with three different things that you can check in the document. First thing we're going to do is check here, Inspect Document. Notice the explanation it gives for what that means. Checks the document for hidden properties or personal information. All right, so all you do is click Inspect Document. And you might get this message pop up. If you do, just click Yes. The message is, by the way, make sure you save your changes because the document inspector might remove data that can't be restored later. Do you want to save your file now? Just say yes. And it will then automatically open up the Document Inspector dialog box. And it gives you a listing of all the different things that it will check for you. And you have the option of removing any of these check marks. If you don't want it to check for that particular thing, you can remove the check mark and it won't check for that. But I'm going to leave it at the default setting, and I'm going to go ahead and click Inspect. Okay, here are the results. The only thing you have to worry about is any red exclamation marks. If you see a green circle with a check mark in it, then it means everything's fine. Nothing was actually found. So right now, we're going to look at this one. This exclamation mark indicates that there is personal information on this file. And it lists what that information is, including the author, which would be me. So the author's name is there. If it's your document, it's probably got your name on it. The template name, email headers or send for review information, document properties. Some of this might not be as personal as you might think, and some of it might be. So it's up to you as far as, if you want to keep this information attached to the document or not. I'm going to go ahead and remove it. So I'm going to click Remove All. All right. So all of that is now gone. And you have to scroll this down a little bit to make sure you see all of it. I have I have two more red exclamation marks. One of them is telling me that it found custom XML data, and the other one is talking about headers, footers, and watermarks. Well, I don't want to change any of the headers, footers, or watermarks, so I'm not going to remove that. Up here where it says custom XML data, it's really nothing you have to worry about. I don't know if you know anything about XML. It's like HTML. It's a similar kind of markup language, but actually you don't need to worry about removing it. And in fact, if you do remove it, you might end up having some problems down the road. So at this point in time and in history, this is the year 2021, you don't need to remove any of that, and I would not recommend it. So now I would just click Reinspect, and I'm looking at what it will inspect going forward. So I'm going to just click Inspect, let it go. And it looks like the only things that it found, again, were the custom XML data and the headers, footers, and watermarks. So I'm going to let it stay at that point. I don't want to remove anything else. I'm going to click Close. And the next thing I'm going to show you is how to check for accessibility. When they talk about accessibility, they're talking about how well your document is accessible by people who have certain handicaps, such as people who are deaf, hard of hearing. If you have a file that plays music or has some kind of narration, then you need to have closed captioning so that they can read it if they're deaf or hard of hearing. If a person has some visual issues, their visually impaired or even possibly blind. You want your document to be accessible for their e-readers, their electronic equipment that they use to read things out loud to them, and makes it clear what's in the document to someone who can't really see it very well. And so that's what accessibility means, or having something be accessible. So again, we're going to go to the same area. We're going to click File, Info. We're going to also click Inspect Document, but this time, instead of clicking Inspect Document, we're going to click Check Accessibility. And on the right-hand side, you see this drawer opens up, or the accessibility pane opens up, and it gives you its instant report. And it looks like there are some errors and there are some warnings. If there's an error, it means that there's something you really should fix or resolve. If there is a warning, it's not necessarily something you have to fix, but it's recommending that you do. And if you want to know what it is that needs to be fixed, you can click into any of these items. Now, if you don't see the items below the dark bold text here, it's only because it's not expanded. So you have to click these little arrows on the left-hand side to open it up. And it looks like there's missing alternative text on 4 different pictures. So what is all that about? Well, if you look down here in the bottom area, you will see that it explains what it's talking about. It tells you what alternative text is and why it's important to fix it. And it shows you how to do it. It gives you step-by-step directions on what exactly to do to fix the problem. So for example, in picture 1, if I click that, it's picking up this graphic, which is just a sort of stationary or header kind of thing. And so it's saying, why fix it? Well, because people who can't see it very well, their e-reader may stop on it and they just won't understand what it is unless there's something for the e-reader to tell them what it is. So you have to have some kind of text in there. It's called alternative text. And the steps to fix it are down here. You right-click on the object, you go down to the bottom area, and you will see something called Edit Alt Text, which means Edit Alternative Text. Click that, and another pane opens up on the far right-hand side that says Alt Text, and you need to click inside this little text box and explain what it is this graphic is. If it's an important graphic that's pertinent to what you're trying to convey in the document, then you do need to type some kind of brief explanation or description, just 1 or 2 sentences. But if it's just decorative, like this is, it's just a decorative thing, you can click this little check mark where it says Mark as Decorative, and you don't have to put any explanation in there. Okay, let's look at the next picture that it caught. Picture 12, this one here, this graphic. And so this graphic might be important or pertinent to what's being talked about in the document. So instead of clicking Mark as Decorative, you would have to put a description or explanation of what it is. And so in this example here, let me show you the kind of thing you would be typing for alternative text. You might say a woman and child look confused while shopping in a supermarket. Okay, that's good enough. And then you just keep that. Or you can click Generate a Description for Me, which here's what Word came up with instead of what I wrote. It said, a person and a child looking at a product in a store. The same kind of thing. Either way is fine. So you would just leave it in there. And again, you might need to save the file. Remember to save the file because you made a change to it. Even though it's not a change that you made to the text, it is a change that you made to this graphic picture. And so that's what accessibility is all about. And so you would have to go through and, check all of these. Try, if you're not sure what you're supposed to do, just click on the item and then go down here and look and read about it down here in the bottom. It'll tell you what it's talking about and how to fix it. Same thing with a warning. If you click, there are several warnings here. Each one of these is a warning of some kind. Okay, so when you click on it, again, go down here to the bottom and read about it. Why do you need to fix it and how do you fix it? And that's all you do. But just remember, though, that after you finish fixing everything, don't forget to save your work, save your file. Okay, otherwise you'll lose everything that you did if you close it without saving it. And that's all there is to accessibility. So now if you have any questions about accessibility or about checking for hidden data, please let me know, and thanks for watching.